Hello once again, collecting and hobbies. This is going to be a Rogue One, a Star Wars story action figure review, I guess. I am a retailer, like I said before, and a lot of people are like, "Can you give me the perfect one?" Like when you sell online, and I'm going through numerous Rogue One figures. The majority of them are like pretty, like 90%, 95%, pretty good. But we're having a really hard time finding a good Rey action figure. Now, this particular assortment I was going to keep is kind of collectible because I do collect too now. And this is the original date code version of this is the 69151s of the assortment 2s. So if you look at the date codes on these, which are extremely rare, I've only seen these once. This Rey date code is a 69101. I've never seen anything under 620. And I just noticed because there's two different paint variations of Princess Leia. Now, if you look at this one, her face kind of looks real thin. Her lips look real low. She kind of looks a little manly, kind of. And this is the original Princess Leia that they released. It's another 61901. But the other one that I have, I only bought like 5 cases of these recently, and so people are like, I need the Princess Leia, and this other one is the 62051, and even though her head is positioned and just a little different, but she looks much more pretty. She's got big doe eyes. She's got perfect lips. They are very hard to find, though, like, with a good paint job, even. Because Leia and Rey pack 1 per case, but everybody else packs 2 per case, pretty much. And there are some distributors that, like Sabine Wren, for a very limited amount, they will sell you full cases of Sabine because she's also a 1 per case figure. Same with I don't know. So there are very few people, but there's some people that do it. They order cases of individual figures instead of the assortment, if Hasbro is willing to do that. And normally they're not, but sometimes they will. It just depends. And so I've been going through 5 cases looking for a decent looking figure of each of the figures of the first 2 Rogue One assortments. Darth Vader seems to be looking pretty much fantastic almost all the way through every one that I've seen. The I mean, they're all pretty decent, and Cassian Andor's pretty good, but like Director Krennic, he has very little of a paint job to even have. He's just got a belt buckle, those little things on his rank insignia stuff, and his eyes, his hair. But I normally open 1 of each for myself, and then the rest, I keep 1 in the package as a collector. I open 1, and then the rest I sell. And I'm not like I don't know. I will open some of them that are kind of flawed or a little bit. Sometimes, like, I'll find one, it's got a little extra paint somewhere, but sometimes you can scratch it off. Like this particular Rey. The only thing wrong with this Rey is really that she's got, I don't even know if you can see it, but there's like a little brown, yeah, there it is, a brown spot on her leg. But it looks to me like you could just peel that off. That's just a little extra paint drop that hit her somehow. But this is the oldest of the only 619 that I've found. So I'm not going to open her. I'm going to keep her as my mint condition collectible version. And I mean, these Jyn Ersos, especially this one, this particular version of the figure, this is like that first case I opened or second, and this one looks pretty good. I mean, the hair isn't exactly 100% perfect, and she's got maybe a minor little dot on her forehead that might be able to rub off. So this is about the closest I could get to a good looking Jyn Erso. It took me only 2 cases to find a good one of this. There's like on the upper half of her hat, a lot of them have extra paint or mold, plastic, or I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Hasbro is cranking these things out too fast or something, and they're just not doing as well as they should. And so another one with a lot of problems is the robot, the K2SO. The way they sculpted his head, it's just where his right eye looks small and his left eye looks bright and big. And depending on how well the paint jobs are, I mean, he has very little paint to begin with because he's just a black robot. He really shouldn't have paint issues, but he does. I've only looked at 2 cases of the Wave Ones though, and those I just couldn't. I mean, look at all these cases that I got right over there. So there's a couple Marvel Legends, but the majority of those are Rogue One figures, and it's just ridiculous. The only ones so far I've even opened are the review I did before with the Kylo Ren from Wave 1, the Stormtrooper from Wave 1, and the Ground Crew Trooper. And I didn't look at it real close enough because he's mainly black to begin with. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of paint going on him either. And the one I did end up opening is really sloppy paint job on the right leg. It's got paint splatters, all sorts of splatters all over. And I didn't even notice that because I guess I don't even have one sitting around. But he's like, I think the bottom of his pants are kind of like hers, where it's like kind of a matte black, and he's got the polished boots, or it might be gray. I don't really remember, but bro, really, come on. It's like you really got to do something about this. Well, I was going to do a review, but I still can't find the Kanan, so on my next video, I will review all of these.